Introductory video. We asked for suggestions and memorabilia for the museum to be sent to Derektown, Post Office Box 1025, Glen Waverley, Victoria, Australia 3150, and we received a mountain of replies to which we are truly grateful, but unfortunately we cannot reply to a single one of them because the Prime Minister has confiscated my typewriter under the Anti-Terrorism Act. So we'll have to try and answer as many of them as we can in general terms here. Now, most of these letters begin, "Dear Sir, my daughter recognised you and she tells me," well, dear sir, the Supreme Court has ruled that my DNA is not admissible as evidence in a paternity case whenever I had my fingers crossed behind my back. So, dear sir, your daughter got it wrong. And we will now just concentrate on letters that relate to the museum. Most people want to know when the museum will be open to the general public. Is the Prime Minister still picketing in our garden?
Yep.
Was he there when the automatic sprinkler system went on?
Yep.
There goes 2020. Lots of people want us to value toys. Ladies, toys are not to be valued. They are to be treasured. Ladies, if you cannot go to bed with a good man, go to bed with a good teddy bear. But a word of warning, never tell Teddy your darkest secrets. This world is full of unscrupulous teddy bear snatchers. And some people mistakenly believe that giving childbirth is the most painful experience in life. But ladies, the most painful experience in life is when an unscrupulous teddy bear snatcher has you by the scruples. Ooh. This letter is from Chris Hemsworth, asking me for some lessons in charm. Chris, some blokes have just got it. You stick to your hammer. Many people want to book a trip in the museum's TARDIS. At the moment, we are experiencing technical difficulties due to the fact that Tom Baker's scarf got caught in the sonic screwdriver. Now, Donald Trump had booked out our Lady Godiva special, so when he heard about our problems, he sent in his CIA agents to clear up the mess, but they all slipped on the jelly beans that Tom Baker had spilled all over the floor. They've hurt their backs. We had to call for an ambulance, but unfortunately the nearest hospital was ER. Now we have to wait for George Clooney to finish charming all the nurses before we can get in there. Well, once we get it repaired, we'll go back in time and clear up the mess. So if you don't read about this in the papers tomorrow morning, you'll know that we got George out of there. But whether we get the nurses out in one piece or not is another story, I'm afraid. Our request for memorabilia attracted this letter dated the 20th of January 1958, and it comes from the Polar Expedition making the first transantarctic crossing in 57-58, and it's from the Ross Sea Committee, and it is a request
for urgent medical supplies. Now, I contacted Canberra about that letter, and the government minister has replied, and he has assured me that the urgent medical supplies will be delivered next Monday. Now, this letter is from the Leader of the Opposition, and he wants to order 10 gross of the suppositories with the Prime Minister's face on them. Can we handle that?
Yep.
Well, a guy's got to make a living. This letter is from Queen Elizabeth II. Last night at 2 a.m, Bonnie Prince Charlie was stonkered. He'd lost his key to the front door of Buckingham Palace, and he was banging on my front door because he wanted to borrow mine. Liz, you don't have to apologise for the mess that Charlie made in our bushes. Charlie and I are mates. We were up all night watching Star Trek reruns. True stinks. Many letters just ask us, where did you have the space to store all these toys when you were growing up as a child? It was easy. My house ain't got no roof. Well, it's time to go. We have elsewheres to be.
I'll be there. I'll be square.